about to cause a ruckus with the community. Everywhere you see, everywhere the light touches, the land is yours, Simba.
I'm on fire. Dale, I'm on fire.
Yo, I got this motherfucking dragonfly, dog. We about to recreate Jurassic motherfucking Park.
Save me, baby Jesus.
I used to tell people I knew a musical instrument, but I just played the kazoo.
What? Okay, so what's lower on like
Flutophone.
recorder? Is
Recorder.
lower than kazoo?
Nah.
Yeah. No, I think...
Yes. Triangle.
Okay, so harmonica, triangle, recorder, and kazoo.
Oh, fuck you. Harmonica is hard.
Harmonica is hard.
Difficult as shit.
I mean, you can make a sound, but it's hard to
not
like...
ta- but to hit notes
I'm not
and
talking about like
melodies.
for as far as respected in like, you know.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Like as far as like someone there's no like chair one harmonica player. You know what I mean? Like
Well,
There's
I
one
think there
harmonica,
is
yeah.
people that have harmonicas
In the
around their
world.
neck when they're playing music. That's definitely respected. But I don't think there's been a single dude with a triangle that's ever been like, oh shit, let's get Larry to do the triangle. He's amazing at it.
well, that's like an auxiliary. That's not really, you know.
The next time we're all booked on a show together out of town, can we bring harmonicas, put them around, like put them either in our waist or somewhere, and we'll just stand outside vaping and doing harmonicas and shit,
I
just
know.
like behind the building. Like, you know, imagine in Labyrinth, like on that
Yeah.
side building where the dirt lot is, and we're just like playing harmonica and going,
Someone has like a washboard.
Yeah. No, it's just we just keep playing that same tone.
I have
And
a
I
couple,
told that bitch.
I have a couple spoons.
You should freak some customers out. Like they're at the wall and they go out to have a cigarette, and you're sitting on the wall with one of your legs up against the wall, and you go, and they just like, dang, cool with the harmonica, and then they don't notice Marcos is behind them, and then he duets you, and they're like, what's going on here?
Dueling harmonicas.
Yeah. And then
Coming live.
Anthony comes out of his car and walks up and he's like, what are you guys doing? And then the person that's smoking is like, I don't know what's happening. And then he goes, Anthony pulls out his. We do a trio, and then the person's like, what the fuck? And then you come out of the door and you start
And Marcos
singing
comes
to
out
it.
of the door, he starts singing, and then he farts, and he go, and you hear, and then you find out
Yeah.
there's a harmonica and is an
It's a
asshole.
brown note.
Yeah.
We can set it up so we'll just fuck some
Harmonica or didgeridoo?
I used to have a weird obsession with didgeridoos for some
I
reason.
don't
going,
think
"Ah, wah,
didgeridoos
wah."
obviously don't have as much swagger as harmonicas.
Yeah, they have...
You never seen
Down
an
under swag.
inmate with a didgeridoo, you know? Like a sad inmate. He's
That's
like,
true.
oh, it's been a rough
Well,
night.
maybe in Australia.
When the lights go out at the prison.
Hey, Julian, you have a good didgeridoo. Can you do Jurassic Park didgeridoo?
Let me see. Here, let me see how loud this is, though. This is Julian Nieto performing Jurassic Park.
Sounds like
I
a
think I can do
dinosaur
better.
getting fucked in the
Yeah.
You
ass.
sound like a blind guy trying to sing at church.
It's in the throat. It's like in the back of your throat.
Yeah.
No, it's like in your throat. There you go. Yeah, see? There you go.
It's hard to do notes, though. I'll be honest with you. I was just about to hit Jurassic Park, and I felt
It
held
starts.
back.
It's easier if you start with like a doy for some reason. It's like Aboriginal throat singing.
It just starts being Homer. No.
It's like Aboriginal throat singing. People use it
Go
like
ahead, Anthony.
in beatboxing and shit like that, you know? Like
Hold on, and Anthony's adjusting.
That's just what
his
it sounds.
microphone.
That's just like what it sounds like when I'm trying to get a loogie out. Like,
Yeah.
hey,
But it's harmonically, you know what I mean?
does your throat hurt after doing that?
Kind
Does
of.
it tickle a little bit?
It could.
Tickle?
It can.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
A
can.
little
It
ticky.
can.
I sent you something on Instagram. I'm interested. It was like some elderberry concoction that some doctor created,
I saw that.
and it's supposed to clear up the gunk in your vapor lungs or something. So I kind of want to take it and see if I cough up any black shit.
I hate
Is it
those.
homemade?
I hate those.
It's like a little like herbal pill or something.
I hate those videos when it's all like vaping is. I think it was that right. It's like vaping. You're basically drowning yourself slowly or some shit. Like, was that video?
Maybe.
Yeah, it's all you're drowning yourself slowly because it's like vapor. So water vapor is like slowly
Yeah.
settling into your lungs. It's like
Have you also seen that meme to where it's like, dude, I barely vape, and then it's that monster from Dead Space that's got the huge lungs in his back. That meme made me laugh.
Are you okay, Marcos?
Yeah, I'm good. I just have I'm just exhausted.
What's up with your eyes?
I threw up last night and I fucking popped a blood vessel.
he's been doing heroin.
No.
You look like you've either been crying, you've been up for 3 days, or
Hey,
Yeah, it feels like I've been up for 3 days.
This is what microdosing looks like.
macro dose. Say more like it.
No, I like woke up because I slept, went to bed at 6 today. But like before I was in Vegas and I fell asleep at 5:30, woke up at 10. And today I fell asleep at 6, woke up at 10:30, 11.
Oh yeah,
So I've literally had like total of like 8 hours
yeah.
in 2 days.
So is that what made you throw up?
I think I ate bad fruit or whatever because I threw up all pink shit.
Bad fruit.
Yeah, I was
What
eating
kind of fruit
watermelon.
is pink?
Watermelon when you chew it.
That's red.
It's pink
It's
when you chew
pinkish.
it. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah,
I
you're
can
right.
see where the pink might come from.
I'll
Pink
show-
on the inside.
I'll show you when we
We're
go
all
to
pink
Canoodle
on the
tonight.
inside.
Huh?
Show you when we go to Canoodle tonight.
It's also the same color as your higher intestines. Maybe
What?
maybe that's just
Yeah, maybe you're.
Just
the
slowly
inside
falling
of you
apart.
coming out.
Yeah, from your.
Maybe it's trying to reject all the mushrooms, but it's already
Yeah,
in your body.
like
and
your
it's
body
too
is
late.
literally growing spores.
I hope so.
Like
Fuck
you're
it,
gonna
that's
turn
all I
into
wanna
a
know.
clicker in 48 hours.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Have you started watching that shit?
I played the game 3 times.
That's
That's
right.
it.
That's right.
What? The Last of Us?
Yeah. Have you watched it?
No.
No, you guys watch it. Fucking.
No, I use HBO Max to watch the School
Sex?
of Hard Knocks.
Real sex.
Real sex,
sex.
Sex in the City.
He's all watching Taxi Cab Confessions of 2000.
Not even from 1995.
Yeah, not even the good ones where they pull their tits out in the back.
Yeah.
He's
I remember-
watching Cash Cab.
I remember that. So what are you watching, Anthony? It was like Real Talk or whatever it was called.
Yeah.
Real talk with Brian Gumble.
Do you actually watch any TV shows?
I don't really watch TV. I just watch YouTube videos.
Yeah, me too.
24-hour rain compilations.
Yeah, that's all you see on my YouTube video.
I made the huge mistake one time of listening to like a rain playlist to help me go to sleep for 1 year. And you know how an Apple
For
Replay,
1 year to sleep for a year?
Yeah.
You wanted to sleep for an entire year?
Some people
You-
said it was a coma, but I said anything's possible with rain noises. But
He was heading to Mars.
like to go to bed every single night, I needed rain noises, and I played them on Apple Music on a huge playlist.
His dad ground him, so he didn't want to live through it, so he wanted to sleep for a year.
And in my playlist, it was like top artists, Zen Sounds, second, Zen Accoutrement, like just like a ton of like, and then my entire 2019 playlist was just rain noises, and I'm like, this is fucking gay.
Fire.
Yeah, mine's like that. It kind of
You share your Spotify Wrapped is all fucking just like rain noises.
Send it to your homies.
Yeah.
Here, check this
That's-
shit out. It is heat.
My YouTube turned into that for a while when I used to work at the mines.
You would just listen to rain noises?
I would just listen to rain on tin roof.
He
and
listened
rain
to
on a van.
spooky Minecraft
Why? So
cave
you could
noises.
sleep at work?
So he could feel some sort of humanity.
Well, it was like rain on a tin. I don't know, just like tin rain on.
He was
tin
looking for the
sounds
play
nice.
cat on a hot tin roof, but he just found rain on a hot tin.
When you were mining, you know the black disc from Minecraft? Do you
The
know what I'm
what?
talking about? The black
black
broken
dicks?
disc from Minecraft.
Oh.
The
No.
what?
No, I get pussy. I don't play Minecraft.
You don't know what that is?
No.
Then it's a little lost in translation.
Can you play it on the kazoo?
It just goes, I'm gay.
It goes like that, but I won't finish it.
All he can do is Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
It's like
I only know the keys to Jurassic Park.
The kazoos.
You guys have never listened to shit like that? Like I listen to like rain on tents and shit like that, like camping, raining and shit.
rain intense,
Like on tent, on a
like
tent.
intense rain,
No, on a tent.
like an intent to listen to rain.
Yeah.
Upon intent.
Yeah.
I was listening
I have to
to rain.
defend myself in court.
I was hoping when you were mining, you would listen to the black disc from Minecraft. I want you to imagine yourself mining right now. Put yourself back
Say
in the
black dick.
mines. Back in the mines,
Thinking
okay?
about black
Reenact, did you use a pickaxe?
No. Did you use a
Is this the 1950s?
yeah, for real?
You did you have at least
Yeah,
did you
no.
at least have the headlamp or something like
He's
that?
all. Did you at least sing songs while you were working? Or
Ho ho but done.
Did you guys have a beard? Was there a guy named Yosemite Sam?
All right.
Yeah.
Imagine your what did you do?
He
at
used
the
to.
mines?
Didn't she used to sit in a cockpit and like you go do like a
Yeah.
little.
I'd literally sit in a cockpit and I'd like fuck with like levers and shit.
Oh, that's cool. So you weren't actually in the mine, you were outside of it taking stuff out of it, I imagine.
There's different types of mining. There's not just in a hole mining. There's called strip mining, which you're taking it off the top, like outside, open pit mining. So you're not underground.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
He's
there's
literally.
different kinds of
Aren't you? You have like a cheese grater. You're just like grating mountains,
literally
Yeah.
what it is.
Oh.
and you're just like, all right, we can keep a little bit of this gold here, throw a little dirt over there.
Oh, that's
And you're
cool.
looking for gold?
Yeah. Well, they know where the gold's at because. they
Wait,
already
so you
drilled
are you a
it.
49er fan?
No, fuck no. Got me fucked up.
But he reps it, though. He has like a 49er tattoo.
He's like, I'm an actual gold miner.
Yeah.
I'm not a 49er fan. I'm part of the Niner gang bang, whatever the fuck they say.
Well, where's the music?
Was it all Niner gang?
Well, now that I know that he's not in a cave, there's no correlation to me playing.
Yeah.
I thought you worked in a cave.
No.
And I used to listen to the Minecraft
Stalactite
soundtrack.
sounds for 24 hours.
There's literally only 5% of mines that still do the cave shit.
There's tons.
That's it.
There's
It's
like,
illegal, dude.
It's not
Is it?
illegal. No.
There's tons of music on Minecraft that I used to listen to when I was a kid, just even when I wasn't playing Minecraft. And the last one on the playlist is always this one. And I imagine if you played this while you were in the mine, it'd be kind of spooky. Did you listen to that while you were mining?
No.
I was just checking.
Something else I used to listen
Glad we
to.
got that out of the way.
Something else I used to listen to is diesel engine noise. Just idling. Just an idling
He's
diesel
like, I
engine.
can't wait to get home and sit in the garage.
Wait, you would listen to diesel engine noise idling as you were sitting in a diesel engine car.
this was to sleep.
At work?
No.
You just hear,
Oh, this whole time I thought this was you listening to things at work.
No. To sleep, you
To
lunatic.
sleep to go to work.
To sleep.
No, I hear that all the time when I'm sleeping next to Marcos.
I just listen to pit crew noises. You just fucking hear my room like you're standing in the kitchen and shit. You just hear gas, gas. Yeah, no, I listened to that because there was a time when I was working a night shift, and I had to go somewhere, and I was sitting next to this diesel truck that was just sitting there and idle. And it wasn't my truck; it was another guy's truck. And my window was cracked, and I heard it, and it like knocked me out because I fell
I
asleep.
think that was the
Carbon monoxide. Yeah, that's carbon monoxide.
You added that detail that the window was cracked open for a reason. Come on.
I totally know what you're talking about though, because I was stuck in traffic the other day. Just that
Oh,
truck
yeah.
going go.
Yeah,
That's it.
Did you tell them about this? Do they know about this?
One time,
No.
I slept here. I slept here a few days ago, and I heard like the truck starting noise from Marcus. That was actually just him digesting food, but you do hear sounds from his room.
It was me putting.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was the last one. I
It goes
picked.
through every single one.
Fuck. I was super psyched out when I slept here last time. Actually,
But what happened to you the other day that you were stuck in traffic for 9 hours?
9 hours.
I left the mic at 7:30, and I got into Tehachapi at 8:30. And it was right before the exit going into Tehachapi. There was frozen ice along the entire freeway. So two cars smashed into each other and went into the side of the bridge in front of me. And then the two cars in front of them tried hitting their brakes and smashed into those cars because it was so slick. Then, because of that crash, someone decided to go up the ramp and try to go around it, and then he crashed into something going up the ramp. So I was probably 100 feet away from the ramp, waiting for them to clear both the ramp and the road, which would, either one would get me home, but they both are down. I waited in traffic from 8:30 to 3:30 in the morning, and I had no gas, so I had to unplug the car and get a ton of shit in my trunk and make like a garbage cocoon just to stay warm. So I had like a jacket here, a jacket there.
A bag of McDonald's on his chest.
There were some dirty socks, and then I put like them over my clean socks. And then still...
How cold was it? Why did you do this?
It was 18
frozen?
degrees.
18 degrees. Oh, yeah, frozen.
Frozen?
I forgot about that
Yeah.
detail.
Freezing. It was freezing outside.
And you had no gas?
What?
Do the cops come up and be like, hey, guys, this is what's happening? Or are you just like on your own? You're just sitting there like, fuck
It's
it.
on your own.
Legit,
Nothing
yeah,
you
you're
can
just on your
do.
own.
Are there other people there? Like seeing you get into this garbage
Dude,
cocoon?
we were there for so long.
People are tailgating.
There were people hiking along the side of the road. With
Hiking,
their
they're like,
dogs.
let's go for a run. Let's go for a walk right now.
Yeah, I
We're
saw
stuck-
like 4 or 5 people with their walking their dog all the way down, and there was commodities just going down the side of the road, just talking and
Commodities?
Stuff like
Like elotes, pantarias.
that. Yeah,
like
someone gets a guy with flowers came around, trying to hit the stuck in traffic.
Fucking hard-working Mexicans. You can never blame them, dude.
It's 2 a.m. This Mexican comes up.
Umbrellos.
Imagine you're fighting with your bitch in the car, and this guy pulls up at 1 a.m. Ooh, man. So, what do you mean commodities? What else is there?
Like people.
There's just like
It's not a commodity.
people talking to each other and hanging out.
Did you
almost.
talk to them?
No, because I was trying to stay warm.
Did you get out and tell them you're a comic, and you're like, hey guys, well, I can liven up the energy right now.
I
You
know
put
it's
on like a
dark
fucking
time.
you put on a fucking gesture cap, and you just start performing for the crowd on the freeway.
I go and he goes,
Ah.
if you guys
Cold
didn't like
room.
that, and I pop the trunk and I pull out a ton of cloth, it just keeps coming.
Tough crowd.
I pull out a pipe that's bigger than my trunk, and I'm like, how did that fit?
Nathaniel starts an open mic on the freeway.
I look at people, I'm like, the sign-up sheet's on the hood of my car. But the second we got out of
Did your
traffic-
phone die?
No, thank God.
Oh,
I was
man.
able, because I think I had 8 miles left on my car. So I just keep starting my car, charging it whenever my phone got low. And thankfully I had friends playing video games at the time, so I was playing chess with my friends and stuff like that. And then the second we got released from traffic, which was at 3:30, the roads were still icy. And I got gas and I slept outside the gas station from 3:30 to 5:30. And then one of my friends texted me back. I slept on my friend's couch until 11, and then my dad picked me up and took me home. So it basically...
I don't get why were you at your friends in the
Took
gas
me-
station instead of going to your house?
'Cause
I
you
couldn't.
make
It was
'cause
too
of ice.
icy. I couldn't make it. I was in town. Bear Valley's farther in.
Oh yeah, so
steeper
you were in
mountains.
Tehachapi, but not in Bear
Right.
Valley.
And even Tehachapi, you can only drive 5 miles per hour on the road, and
Sounds
all the
like
roads
a
are
terrible
flat.
place to live.
So I didn't. It took me basically 13 hours to get home that night.
Dude, living there just to get away from black people does not seem.
Has
worth it.
anyone died like this winter?
No, we're not pioneers. We still have urbanization.
Well,
there.
what are you talking about? You were stuck in traffic for if you could have died.
He meaning like from the
Wait.
weather. Has anyone like died in a car accident
Or-
from the weather? Or
Oh yeah.
he doesn't mean literally people are freezing to death because it's cold.
I mean, that does happen too.
Yeah, that could happen.
well, that's why there's no homeless people in Tehachapi, right?
Well, there is one. There's one homeless guy. We all know him,
What's his name?
and he pushes a shopping cart. He has a phone somehow,
What
but
do you, Obama?
I don't know his name. But some people are closer to him. He hangs out around the movie theater.
Yo, Obama.
Via the phone. The movie theater.
Yeah, the movie theaters is kind of his spot, and he hangs out around there and he talks to civilians as they're trying to go and watch a movie. And to be honest, I don't
He's
know.
like, have you guys seen Titanic?
Dude.
He just keeps telling you, I heard that's a really good movie.
Quite
He's like,
frankly,
did you hear Heath Ledger just died?
I'm curious how
wait
he
for
stays
Rush Hour
warm
3.
during the winter.
Maybe he's not homeless.
He is though, because he has a shopping cart with all of his clothes in it.
Maybe he
doesn't have a dryer and that's how he dries his clothes.
maybe he just has some. Maybe he just fucks and he just like goes into like lonely mountain people's houses
Yeah.
and fucks them.
He probably squats somewhere.
I don't know, but I still see him around. So he survived
he
the last
deadlifts.
7 years, and there's been some cold winters. So however he does it,
You never asked him?
if
You're
he
like,
can do it, anyone can do it.
well, there's only one homeless guy, so I would say not anyone.
Can we get him on the podcast?
Yeah, would it be possible to get him on the podcast?
This is a great idea. I'll have to talk to my manager and then see if he can reach out or something.
Your
like
manager.
Your tour manager?
That.
We're your tour manager.
Yeah.
Roger Rubio or what?
I haven't seen him in a while because I don't go to the movie. I don't go anywhere in Tehachapi. But
Did you guys hear Roger quit comedy?
He
Like
was at
officially?
an open mic last Tuesday.
He said he quit. That was the last one.
He keeps saying he quits and I keep seeing him at open mics.
That last Tuesday, because he went to the one Tuesday here.
and where did he say
And he
he quit?
said, I'm done. I'm not doing comedy anymore.
Why? What happened?
I just asked him. I was like, why? And he was like, if you follow me back on Instagram, I'll tell you. So I don't know.
Wow.
So I have no idea.
Let's all have a moment of silence for Roger's comedy career.
Yeah, he told me he quit, and I was like, okay. And then he was like, maybe I'm gonna just start producing and managing comics. I was like, okay.
I like this idea. Let's call him and see how much he charges.
that's a
Recall?
good.
Yeah, let's call him and see how much he charges to
Yeah.
see like for like how much would he charge to be our manager, Bad
Tell you
Neighbors
what,
manager.
do you remember the most annoying part about Roger is that he comes up to us and he idolizes us like we're heroes sometimes, even though we're just fucking open micers. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, we're just
We've
open
always
micers.
said that. As a manager, that's a beautiful trait.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Oh, it is.
As a manager, and you're going around, you're like, "Oh, dude, I fucking love your shit, man. We have to have more people see you." And he, books you more shows and stuff
yeah.
like that.
I like this. I like.
What if
I
we
like-
have him be the bad neighbor manager,
I like this.
and then he books us out of town spots?
We could play places like Exeter,
Yeah.
I think we're forgetting the
Three
major point
Rivers,
in all of this.
Hanford.
Porterville,
What are you
possibly?
thinking?
He's autistic.
Okay, all right.
Which makes him really
Yes, he's
good
a
at
very
managing.
no. He's really a creative, artistic director.
Yes.
yeah, artistic.
If he
He's
could,
really
if he could really, like, hyper fixate on us, then we have a chance.
I don't think
I
he's
say it's worth a shot.
I don't think he's autistic. I think he just likes Jesus.
No, he's artistic.
Yeah,
Oh,
artistic.
artistic.
Yeah, we're saying artistic. Why do
I
you keep
think
saying that?
with the power of God, anything's possible.
Me too.
Wait, I
he'd be
think
a
he's one of
great
those that they
manager.
believe in Jesus, not God.
He's Mormon.
What?
Oh.
I don't know what he is.
Let's see what Roger Rubio has to say.
I don't know if he's gonna answer.
No, there's no doubt he will answer.
No, he ain't gonna answer.
Does he
Dude,
have
if
your
he
number
sees
saved?
Julian in his phone. He's
It's
gonna.
just Bad Neighbor podcast saved. Poor guy. Didn't answer.
Thank you for calling. Please leave a message after the beep.
All right.
That does not sound like Roger.
That sound like a suicide note.
Right.
Let me see if I can get something going.
You get him
Alright.
next.
You guys keep talking.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, we will through that fucking digestive system you just had.
Oh man. That sounds terrible though in Tehachapi, dude. Like that sounds rough.
I don't like the drive anymore. It's getting
Scary.
up my ass. I don't know.
I'd be afraid, honestly. I'm not like, fuck that.
The drive sucks. And it's starting to drive me insane. Just driving 2 hours every day just to do what I want
Every day.
every day.
Do what you want to do what you love.
Well, you could live at the movie theater here.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
could
yeah.
just
Why don't you
You'll
just
be like
the-
Obama,
What kind of shopping cart should I use?
definitely get like
like
the
a Sam's Club one.
Yeah,
Oh,
because they're
big
wide.
one.
They're big bodies.
Yeah.
They're like the Mercedes of shopping
Yeah.
carts.
I was thinking a baby stroller.
See
'Cause they
those?
usually have
They're rickety,
space
though.
on it.
If you because Bakersfield homeless are like off roading. You know what I mean? So you need all terrain tires.
Yeah.
You know?
Honestly, I just need a basket and some wheelies.
Get one of those flat, like when you go to Costco, just get one of those flat ones so you can stack shit on top.
The flatbed.
Oh,
You could build your
genius.
house on it.
Yeah.
You imagine I'm just going through Bakersfield and I have one of the Costco shelves, the ones that go up like 100 feet. I'm just pushing one of those.
Dude, how come nobody ever steals those Costco ones? Have you
I was
noticed
thinking
that?
the same thing right now too. They must be strictly enforced because there's not that many of them.
No, I think for Costco, all of them, the wheels shut down after they close.
I don't think so.
I think anyone
For
going to
Costco,
shop
yeah.
Costco
It
that
happens
already
at
needs a
Albertsons.
membership isn't needing to steal a cart.
yeah, but sometimes they're outside.
Yeah. So I'm saying, like,
They're
homeless
big.
people.
They're heavy, dude.
Yeah, homeless people don't have Costco or Sam's Club shopping carts.
Have you
Oh, here
seen
we go.
those
Look,
shopping
he's calling
carts?
back. He called back. How's it going, Roger? You're on the podcast.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
Pretty
Hey.
good, pretty good. So we got me, Anthony Jauregui, Nathaniel Webb, and Marcos Alvarez here on the Bad Neighbor podcast. And how's it going, Roger Rubio?
Good. Why? I'm not that important. Jeez.
No, you're very important, and we have a proposition for you, Roger.
I'm open ears, but I'm a little.
So how much would you charge to manage us?
Manage you?
Not me, us. Bad Neighbor Comedy. What that entails is we want you to find us gigs, find us promoters, put us on the stage in front of faces of people in Exeter, Hanford, Three Rivers, anywhere where we can get in front of 10 people.
How long do I have to say an answer?
On the podcast right now.
Because this is all coming because we heard you quit comedy.
Yeah, we heard you quit comedy. Want to know more about that if you want to talk about it.
I don't mind talking. I feel that I'm working right now. Sheesh, I haven't even prepared a statement. No, I stopped to focus and prioritize on other things.
And what are some of those things?
I do want to do a comedy documentary, which would include you guys because you guys are the most poppin' thing in the Central Valley, unless you can name someone else that's going to.
Nope, we're the most poppin' thing in Central Valley. Thank you, Roger. Appreciate that. There you go. You heard it here first. The most poppin' thing here in Central Valley is Bad Neighbor Comedy. All right.
Why'd you hang up? That was going to be really fun. But Jesus Christ. On that note,
Well, now we still need to find someone to manage Bad Neighbor.
yeah, you never answered the question.
Do you think maybe my dad can manage Bad Neighbor
I
for
think
us?
that there's enough of us here that we could fucking manage Bad
Dude,
Neighbor.
if your dad managed Bad Neighbor, it'll turn into him becoming an addict on mushrooms and just playing his bass, playing Johnny Cash the whole time.
Should we ask my dad if he wants to manage Bad Neighbor?
Yeah, let's ask your dad.
Okay.
Yeah, let's call your mom after this too, and just fucking
Yeah.
ask everyone.
Okay, fuck it. If you're gonna bring this attitude, I'm not gonna call my father.
Okay, perfect. All right, so as we were saying, so you
You
just
should have. I wanted to call your mom too.
I ain't calling my daddy no more.
Hey, so
Because I
you-
was gonna call my dad,
It's
and then it would have
fine.
been comedy, but you just ruined the bit.
Yeah.
'Cause
Oh,
yeah.
well, I'm sorry.
All right,
it
call
seemed
your
like
dad.
you're already ruining the bet.
Call your
Bet?
dad.
There's no bet, bud.
Call your dad. So then after that, because my phone's recording right now, we'll call Anthony's dad.
Hey,
and then we'll
so-
ask him.
Okay.
Is his dad with the super smiley face is the emoji?
Jesus Christ.
he loves his dad.
Mr. Webb,
Uncle A!
I have a super serious question.
Oh, you
this
got to tell
time
me it's on
around.
the podcast.
You're on a podcast with me,
have to
Anthony,
tell
Julian, and
people
Marcos.
shit. Yes, you do.
Why? What's gonna? They're gonna sue us.
Okay. The question we want to ask you is if you would be willing to manage Bad Neighbor for us and basically just get us shows anywhere we can get 4 or 5 people and breweries, venues, anywhere we can throw down.
Manage you guys. I don't know if I got the time or the patience, really. So I'm gonna think about it hard.
What about the bankroll?
What about the bankroll?
Oh shit! There's money involved. I get paid for this.
No, the
No,
other
you
way.
gotta
Yeah,
pay us.
you fund us and all of our ideas.
I mean, I'd love to help you boys out any way I can, for sure.
Look at it as an investment.
Investment in what?
Every $5 you give to us now is going to be another 25 for you 25 years in the future. You feel me?
Okay. All right.
And
So,
if you're catching my drift at all.
sure. I should be able to get that Toyota 4Runner by 2035.
It's not bad.
That's pretty good. Well, you go ahead and just sit on that, and then if you have any inquiries, you can text me, and I'll say them on the podcast, okay?
10-4, good buddy.
All right, bye.
Bye.
All right, we got one candidate.
He seemed pretty willing, too.
All right, Anthony, what about your dad?
I'm not calling my dad.
Him and his dad got into a fight before he left the house.
I'm not.
I don't want to talk to my dad because I forgot to
My
clean
dad
my room.
explaining to my dad what I'm doing right now would be a feat. It would be the most complex. No, and it wouldn't be good
And
because it's
probably the most entertaining thing we've ever done on this
For
podcast.
real.
no.
Because I want to hear you just continuing to repeat on what.
We can't understand what he's saying. We can't understand what he's saying.
No.
So let's do it. Let's have you. I.
The only thing me and Marcos can read is Anthony's emotion slowly getting madder.
Ay, Dios mío.
Ay.
I think what we should do is have you call and then Nathaniel just put subtitles on.
Of what
that
he
has
thinks is it.
nothing to do with what he's saying. It's just a McDonald's order going through.
So,
Dad, can we get McDonald's tonight? Anthony, you didn't clean your room when you left the house. You expect me to put McDonald's on the table?
So you left the TV on. What was it like, Anthony, when you guys first got like Wi-Fi at your house?
have you ever seen a?
You ever walked in on your dad watch porn?
No.
That's what it's like.
Wait. How is it like that?
Because we got Wi-Fi and he got TikTok.
That's not porn.
It is for an old man.
Yeah, when you're seeing titties wash cars.
It's porn. Someone described it as like the pregame lobby for porn.
Yeah, it is.
Would you ever see him like sitting there and he's like, "I'll be right back." Like he's like, "Oh, that guy's going to jerk off right now."
Never.
You ever ask him what he watches?
Nope.
You ever give him a suggestion?
Mm-mm. My relationship
What's
with
your
my
father's
father
name?
is
Do you
not
know
like
it?
any of your guys' dads. Like my dad is like a grandpa that lives in the house, and I just say what's up to him. Like there's no real strong connection or relationship there.
Do you know your father's favorite color?
No.
Do you?
Brown, I think.
He's all reminds me of the dirt.
Yeah.
Of walnuts.
Do you know his favorite drink? Maybe.
Probably tequila.
All right. What else do we want to know about Anthony's father?
Yeah, I really don't want to talk about my dad anymore. I'd rather talk
Sorry.
about something else.
Touchy subject.
Anthony's all
Hello,
PTSD's
Eddie.
kicking in.
Do he give you the sex talk?
Cats and the cradles in the silver spoon. When you're learning English, Dad, I don't know when, but we'll get together then. So, Vegas open mics. We all had a little taste of it, of the Vegas comedy scene here. I just got this full. Did you hit any comedy or anything
No, I
else?
was there on Saturday.
There's comedy there, but that's all right. You were there for a Tuesday and a Wednesday, 2 days?
Yeah, we talked about the Vegas comedy scene last podcast.
Oh, well, I mean, but I was in Vegas when you
Yeah,
were talking
and that's the precursor. And I kind of explained on that podcast that it was wild and chaotic and lawless.
Lawless in
and-
what sense?
In that it's just, I don't know, this is all just talking shit. It just felt unorganized, you know? At times it felt unorganized. It felt like, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, they were saying that there's like no structure.
Yeah.
Like, would you say there's a head honcho out there?
I don't know. I didn't meet anyone that I know of. I think people, I don't know. I don't want to talk about this like this. It started off like weird.
All right, Anthony, what
So
do you want to
let's-
talk about?
No, well, I think we should. I don't want to make it seem like we're talking shit. So I think we should backtrack and start, like, do a cut or something. Because we talked about this last podcast. I don't remember what we said, but we talked
I
about.
don't think we talked about it on the podcast, but we definitely talked about it outside.
No, we talked about it.
Did we?
Yeah, because I talked about. Remember I talked about this guy that was really rude.
I thought that was just me and you outside.
No. Well, either way, let's do a sharp cut now, and I'll bring it back and ask it again.
Okay.
So how do you do the like the sound or like to? You do it like loud.
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
Basically, yeah.
So you just
wait,
got.
hold on, let me clap right here so you know where to cut it.
Yeah.
I prefer if we all screamed simultaneously so I could see the super loud.
Nathaniel, cut it out.
That should be big enough, maybe.
All right, right?
Yes.
So, Vegas open mic scene, dude. I just got back. You guys were talking about, you were saying earlier that you were talking about on the
Yeah,
last podcast.
I heard that scene is shit.
Let's just be real here, dude. Who gives a fuck?
Who'd you hear that from, Nathaniel?
I heard
No.
there's racist white guys going up there wearing all camo, smoking cigarettes.
So I experienced it like maybe like 6 months ago, and I went to the Wise Guys mics, and that's it. So I went
Which
to
I
the
heard
Wise
is a
Guys on
super fun
Tuesday, the
mic.
Wise Guys on Wednesday, and I had a good time. There's a range of open micers there. You know what I mean? The range of open micers, but I felt when I went that there wasn't that many strong local comedians there. You know what I mean? Comparatively, to here. There's more of them over there, but it's like almost, I don't know, it's like they're not, I don't know how to describe it exactly.
I think I don't even know because the scene, everyone
Like, there's no one
everyone
over
that
there
I met at
selling dick.
Wise Guys felt like they do comedy and they know what they're doing. Everyone that I met outside of that felt like it was just kind of like no holds barred, anything goes. And anytime I host a mic or I host a show or something, I try to make it as comfortable and welcoming as possible for all the comics coming in and that kind of vibe, but over there it just feels like there's so many people coming in and trickling in that there's no need to like establish some home or some sense of like welcoming or something, because it's just a revolving door of comics coming in from out of town, from wherever. There's always people just saying, hey, I'm coming in, do you have any spots? Like, it just feels like you have to prove yourself beyond that and meet people beyond that. So the people that I met were cool. Everyone seemed cool. In terms of strong comics, like, I don't know, it's hard to tell when you're performing for only comics at a Mexican restaurant. Like, it's really hard to tell, but you can tell. So with that being said,
Yeah, because I went over there and I went on a show with Amir, who was recommended to me by Freddie. He's like, hey, hit these guys up. And he was the only one that put me on a guest spot, and I was fucking thankful for it. The guest spot was dope. You know what I mean? But some of the comics on that show there was maybe out of all of them before me, and the way they did it, they had like a full show. And then the last 3 comics he threw guest spots to of just guys that he was just kind of taking a chance on, didn't know, like out of towners, So I'm thankful for that. And but the rest of them, there was maybe one out of the rest of the comics that were like, okay, like this guy's legit. There was two, and one of them was from out of town. Well, both of them were out of towners, but one of them used to be a local. You know what I mean? And but there was 2 of them that were like, what the fuck? It's like maybe it's just their style. Maybe I'm just looking at it through jaded eyes a little bit as an audience member sitting through it. Is like their styles weren't for that rowdy bar kind of like you have to fight for their attention. They like their styles weren't built for that. You know what I mean? They're more like storytellers and like a captive audience. And if they're in a different room, maybe that people would be listening. You know what I mean? But I feel like when you do a bar show like that, you have to fight for their attention. You know what I mean?
How do you think the hang was after the mics, Anthony? Like, just hanging around, was there any other comics that were friendly or wanted to talk to you or anything like that? Because I think the best scenes I've ever walked in are like when after the mic and you walk outside and then everyone is, you know, talking to you and stuff like that. And
There's a lot of shit talking. It just feels like real, like
like
shit
serious
talking?
shit talking, as in like
Fuck that guy.
no, as in well, no. For me, people were cool with me because I established myself quick, and I was like, hey, I'm a comic, but I'm a showrunner, and I'm a producer, and I you know, I'm not just some Joe Schmo. You know, I am a Joe Schmo, but I'm not just some open micer that's just trying comedy. You know, at least in this scene, we have some pool, right? So I think once that's established, people know that you book shows are like, oh, okay, cool. Like, but this was after I had already went up and done my set, and people were like, oh shit, hey, good job, you know. But
Fucking hate when people tell me that shit.
I like how you always
I do too, especially when the guys that told me good job about a punchline. I was like, that's not my joke. That was another guy.
Yeah.
And then they're like, well, still good job. I'm like, no, that's literally what I'm talking about. 3 guys told me good job.
It's a fake good job.
And they're like, hey, that joke was funny. I'm like, that wasn't my joke.
Yeah.
And it's that kind of stuff. But then that gets the conversation open, and you're like, hey, who are you? What do you do? And then you see people on stage. You're like, oh, okay.
Well, so let me see what you do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I'm very confident, like showing what I do, you know. But then when I see what other people do,
I think if we did,
I wasn't impressed.
If we did a Bakersfield versus Vegas, dude, we'd stomp them.
And I feel like we could get that happening.
We could stomp them, dude.
And
like we obviously it's not an actual versus, but like in the air with the Bakersfield and Fresno thing, you know, it's like you could feel it that it's Bakersfield. There's a little bit of a competition. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think, dude. But here's the thing with Vegas is that a lot of people claim Vegas. I want the open micers that are like from Vegas, that started out in Vegas, not some fools that are like claiming Vegas but are from
Chicago.
Exactly. No, like I think we could do the same thing for LA if we did a Bakersfield versus LA. But I want comics that started in the LA scene, didn't start in another scene, and then now they're in that scene claiming that scene. We all started here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And I think if we found them there, that'd be dope. But the thing is that I met so many comics that are from LA, and they're just there and they're claiming it now because their old scene sucked, you know. But it's lawless, man.
I like how everywhere you
it's
go.
huge too.
There's so many open mics.
Yeah. In Vegas?
There's like 2 or 3 a night.
I like how everywhere Anthony goes, as long as it's out of town, he always pulls out the booking card.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Immediately, so everyone knows. I just realized, as someone who doesn't book,
What booking card?
like you were like
Your
they
business card that
respected
you
me
have.
because they knew I booked shows and stuff like that, and I realized
I don't even know if they respected me, but you feel it. You feel differently.
Of course,
And-
I'm not assuming they respected you, but I've seen it in public. When you go into public, there's people that noticeably like respect you more because you're like you pull the booking card, and I realized I could pull the booking card just going into the random places. Like, yeah, I have book shows, and everyone. The last time me and Bobby went to Fourth Wall. The host went up there and he goes, Bakersfield here, so they're booking, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, everybody like was on their game and stuff like that. And then I went up there and I'm like, if you think a 19-year-old and a dude that wears Lakers merch is going to book you for a show, you're fucking wrong.
Yeah, because if you don't
I'm
have
like-
titties, you're not getting booked.
I'm like, you got the wrong fuckers. And then I basically explained to everybody, I'm like, we're not booking anyone. We don't have that privilege. And then, so now if it's funny, every time we go to Fourth Wall, they assume that the Bakersfield boys are booking because everyone knows that when you go to LA, you book. Because you pull a lot of LA guys up north.
I like my favorite was because we're waiting, and the Amir was like kind of, and maybe it's just me, you know, maybe he was busy with the show and this, but me, I put my own narrative in my head. So the narrative that's going through my head is like he's kind of writing me off, or oh yeah, you know, boo 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 boo, you know, okay, yeah, we'll get you on over this, and kind of busy with his own thing, you know what I mean? And then I go up there and I get on stage and I do well for what it is, you know what I mean? Like and you could see like the light in his eye like kind of like shift. He's like, oh shit, like this guy's like an actual comic, you know what I mean? And it was nice. After he's like, "Oh man, I'm definitely gonna have you back." I go, "Yeah, dude." I got these other guys over here, and like we could put on a show over here. He's like, "Oh well, I put on a show." I go, "Yeah, I know. We could be the talent though." And he's like, "Oh," like kind of like like kind of like standoffish a little bit. Then back, he's like, "Oh well, I'll let you guys know for sure." I go, "Hey, and if you're ever in the Central Valley, hit me up. I'll put you on something." You know what I mean? Like that. Like you put me on something, I'll put you on something. Like it's that simple.
Have you had that? You're very quiet about it. You don't like using it.
Yeah, I don't like telling people shit. Even because I look at guys that like certain ways where like, not that I want to catch you by surprise, but I do want to catch you by surprise when I tell you, it's like, hey dude, I want you to come do the show. Like because I want to see how you act in a situation, like going to slow and seeing how some of those guys act in certain situations. And if I go on stage and I can handle the room a different way, I'm like, okay, like I know not to put you on a show because like you don't come and like take this shit serious at like an open mic standpoint or whatever. So
it's
even
like an undercover boss moment.
Yeah.
You walk in and they don't know what you got,
I guess.
Plus, you get honest feedback from other comics when they don't know what you are capable of. They're honest.
Yeah, that's what I want. I want to see
which
their
is also
honesty.
cool. You see honest on stage, honest off stage, because they don't give a shit about you.
It's like when I would go to Fourth Wall and nobody knew that like we did shows. I like seeing people not even look at me or talk to me.
Yeah.
I love that. But like I'm cool with certain guys like Logan Quiros and Ben because they would talk to me. And they didn't know who the fuck I was. I'm like, damn, dude, you drove all the way from Bakersfield like an hour and a half just to come out here?
I love when they figure it out.
I was like, yeah, just to come and hang out or like come and do spots. It's easier for me to do spots out here because I could do multiple versus in Bakersfield I'd do one a night. But yeah, I enjoy that because I get a genuine out of a person, not just a whatchamacallit. Like in all honesty, like there's one comic that we booked out here, never talked to me, but I thought he was funny. Just never talked to me. He didn't give me a time of day because he just didn't think I had anything. But now when people know you have something, they treat you a little bit differently. That's how all that shit is in LA. They treat you a little bit different when they know you got something.
For the record, I don't say shit until after my sets.
Yeah.
Like I'm not going up before my set and saying, "Hey, dude, I book shows." But it's happened at the Fourth Wall now that the Bakersfield guys come down and we book shows sometimes. So they're like, "Oh, okay. I might get booked for something," but I'm not going up before my set like, "Hey, what's up? I'm a booker. My name's Anthony. Howdy." No, I go up. I don't even talk. Like,
I just want to make sure I wasn't trying to say that because I saw you side-eyeing the fuck out of me. I didn't know if I was making you cranky. I felt like I was poking
you were, and I wanted to make it very clear.
Well, I wanted to make it very clear
that you've seen Anthony do that, right?
What?
Like he comes in. You have a business card that's like Booker, Bakersfield, writer. What does it say? It says, and it has your QR code and everything.
Anthony
you hand it out to
Howdeggy,
people.
middle name Booker.
Yeah, writer, comic, Booker.
No, that's my link tree.
That's what you hand it out. I've seen you hand it out.
I don't.
Right? You've seen
It's like
that.
Booker, agent, manager.
God.
So Booker, manager, agent, writer.
I'm gonna shit on this immediately because that's not what I do.
Hey, but I don't look at it like that. I don't look at it from a booking perspective. I like going on stages and letting my fucking nuts hang. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Agreed.
Like I like doing that and then being like, yo, like, hey, like it's more like almost an afterthought. It's all like, yeah, what's up? Like, suck my dick. And at the same time, obviously not literally like that. Like it's like, yo, what's up? Like, boom. Like I'm better than all these motherfuckers because I got fucking heat.
Me and you, in the last couple of months, for me, I've had this more confidence on stage just because I've just been doing longer sets.
I've noticed.
I've been feeling more confident shit, and I'm having that kind of shit now where I don't say shit to no one when I go to a new scene. I dab people up, say, "Hey, what's up, in?" I smoke. I chain smoke. I keep to myself for that reason. I don't want anyone talking to me before my set. I don't want anyone to know who the fuck I am.
Yeah.
I go on stage, do my set. Now everyone's talking to me, and that wasn't because I said I was a booker, because I did well, So, but having those conversations with people that's on top of letting your nuts hang and doing. I wouldn't be doing that if I was doing poor.
Yeah.
I would have been doing that. Imagine that. Imagine me going like, "Hey, what's up? I'm booking, but I'm also dog shit on stage." Did you see that?
There are comics that do that though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're everywhere, and I realize I'm like, we are not like that.
We've worked with some of them.
Yeah, and that's how kind of how
one
it feels.
of them sitting in the room right now, off camera.
But my favorite thing is that's why I was very much like I don't say shit It's because like I don't want you to like me because I book a show or like want me because I book a show. I want you to like me because I am actually a decent comic.
How
Like, I
about
go on
I don't
stage.
care if you like me or not.
But in my mentality is like I don't want you to be my friend just because I book a show. I want you to be my friend because you think I'm funny.
I don't
But I
want-
think people
I-
are being your friends. If they follow you, it's just for future contact. I'm not thinking
No,
they're my
I'm
homies.
just saying-
I don't want any of these motherfuckers to be my friends. I want them to fucking pay me to be on their shows.
Yeah.
I don't give a. You guys are my friends.
Right.
I don't need friends and this and that. And I know I'm not.
In a
like,
yeah, I'm not saying like oh we're
I'll
homies
say, hey yo,
kicking
what's
Be
up?
but
What's
people
up?
are more friendly when you book shows, and that's
Yeah.
just the fact.
But
And-
I'm in the reverse. But I want you to be more friendly with me because
Marcos is just saying,
funny.
if you have 5 people come up to you and hang out and fucking fuck with you after the show, and you didn't say anything, it's better than saying having them all know that you book shows and having 5 people walk up to you and
But think
you're
about
talking
it.
shit with you.
You're aggressive as fuck, and you're funny. People will come up to you, but I think if you're a funny person, insecure comics are less likely to go up to you and be like, "Hey, man, what's up?" You know?
Yeah.
What was kind of cool is I talked to one of the guys when I checked in or whatever at the 18 bin, and he was
What's his name?
Benny, I think, or Bruce Penny or Bruce.
Bruce Benny. I think yeah.
Bigger guy,
Uh-huh.
and he moved from Las Vegas back to Philly or something, and he was there.
Yes, I know
Yeah.
this guy. He was super funny. Beard.
Yeah, so he did the feature for the night, right? And I come in, he's there, and I'm chopping it up with him, and I'm like, yeah, I'm a comic from California or whatever, and he kind of, you could tell how the show was. The comics just weren't that strong for that environment. Let's say that, all right? Maybe they're strong in other environments, but you tell the guys were just like,
It's a rowdy room for
Like,
context. It's
pulling
really
teeth.
rowdy.
and these guys were like storytellers about like peeing their pants in school.
Yeah.
So it's like, come on, you know, like you got to pop them. You know, they don't want to hear a 7-minute story about how you got spanked in Catholic school or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't even remember if that was a bit, but anyway, so like he did well, and then after he's like, oh man, did you end up getting a spot? I go, yeah, I'm going up next after the headliner. And he's like, all right, man, I'll stick around. Like he could kind of recognize real, I think, at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like he's like, okay, this guy's probably got something. You know what I mean? Like he could see it. You know, I think you could kind of tell before people go on stage, you can kind of tell if people are legit or not. You know what I mean? For the most part.
I think, and also did you tell him you were coming from Cali?
Yeah, I was like, oh, I'm from California. I go, but I'm here on vacation and wanted to do a show.
Did you
and
say
shit.
you booked shows before that?
No.
Um,
He was more like, he's all, hey man, I like that. Like, you know, he's all
Mhm.
like he was like looking at it from a comic to comic perspective. You know what I mean? Like listening for my shit to like listening to my set. You know what I mean? Not just watching it, like listening to it. You know, and I really respected that. That was really cool.
Yeah. No one really. The people did listen and watch my set, but no one really gave a shit. Like when I went to Champagne's bar, no one cared. Like it was maybe like 4 to 5 people in there, but that's because I made them care and I talked to them dead, like straight up. You know, kind of how I do at Canoodle. You know.
Yeah.
And the other place, it was just like comics. I don't know. It's just I eat shit there though. So
At Champagne's,
at Chonklas.
at Chonklas, there's a place called Chonklas.
Yeah, I ate shit there bad. But
So-
it was just like it was. I didn't. It doesn't matter. But
I noticed what I started doing, not even like outside of Bakersfield, but I do it here now. Like the comics I see who go up and give more effort than majority of the people, I fucking make it an effort to try to talk to them.
you
No.
should.
Like Angel Pineda, like now I'm like, dude, like you go up every fucking mic
Yeah.
Yeah,
and don't give a fuck. Like you just go.
yeah. And he comes with prepared material.
Yeah. And I was telling Jesse yesterday, I was like, dude, that's like one of the comics I respect the most because I think he has super untapped potential because of all this shit he's into. He's into like weird, nerdy, like artsy comedy.
Yeah,
Like that Neil Brennan blocks. Like I haven't seen it, but I was explained about it. It was like an art presentation.
yeah,
So I was like, he's into shit like that, but it could be made funny.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm like, if as soon as he figures out certain shit about himself, I was like, dude, unlimited potential for him.
Yeah, because he already goes up. He already knows the work ethic. He just
Yeah.
has to get funny, which is over time.
Yeah. So that's why I like people like that. Is when people are like, dude, I don't find him funny at all. I'm like, there's like, I remember being in his shoes. I remember being in his shoes for a long time. It's like it's a hard thing to come out of once you get out of it. But once you get out of it, you're like, dude, I know what I'm you kind of hit a good groove, a good little spot where You're like, all right, I'm kind of finding out what works for me, how my personality is, how I can bring this personality out on stage and fucking really present it to people. So like that shit like that, people like him, I'm just like, damn, dude. I was like, you don't even know what you got yet.
Who do you want to shout out, Nathaniel?
I would like to shout out, I think someone who I've had a lot of fun watching was that porn star last night.
God.
She was awesome. She was probably the coolest, funkiest person I ever seen came around. But other than that, I think the person I'd like to shout out is Pat Rabin.
Did you find her link, though?
There's one punchline I forgot yesterday because the second I went, you guys, she does porn. I knew her from somewhere is what I wanted to say. I swear to God, I've seen her. But no, I didn't
remember
find
that
her
tall
Linktree
chick
or
that came with the
something like
bat
that.
one time?
Yes.
She came back and did stand up.
Yeah.
And she's a porn star?
Monstrous.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
She's monstrous. I was
AKA she does OnlyFans for 99 cents a month.
I was so scared. I was terrified.
She is a big bitch.
Her no. She's skinny.
Yeah, she's
But she's
skinny.
like 5'10".
tall.
No,
Isn't she?
tall.
She's 5'10".
She's really tall.
maybe
But she wears
5'11".
like wedges or some shit too, right?
No,
Oh,
she was
sometimes,
like
not
as
this time.
she was like as tall with like regular shoes.
Man, I was laughing, which I was not doing a lot of that night, and then I got scared. So it was a mix of emotions. I was super
And then
scared.
you were super horny for some
and then
reason
I was
too.
horny,
Yeah.
and then I laughed again. But then I got super scared. Like
Again.
it was an emotional roller coaster of just reactions, and I'd be like, honestly, impressed because I've never had a comedian do that to me. You know
Make
what I
you
mean?
come.
Make you feel 3 different emotions in one set. It was intense.
How did you feel when you went on stage and started talking about her? Were you scared then or no?
No, dude, there were so many. I got off stage and I went, holy shit, I had probably 2 more minutes on that chick. I should have just kept going. But
Story of my
I
life.
wanted to do some like new material and stuff like that. But God, man, she was such a character. If she was inside though, I probably would have pulled back on some of the shit I said about her last night for sure.
I had a weird
Marcos
back and
took her
forth.
straight on. like-
beginning of her set, I forgot what she talked about how she does porn. And then she went into how she got blamed for the homicide that her best friend had committed. Her best friend had killed 8 people or something like that, and they thought it was her. And she got the cops off his friend's back, but the cops didn't know is that was her best friend that killed all those people and stuff like that. And I was like, damn, like that's the part where I got scared. That's the part where I got really scared.
I'm glad you're saying this on the podcast.
But she said it on stage, and then after that, she started
but how
talking
many
about
people
how
were
she
there?
sucked
20?
Charlie Sheen's dick, and then I'm like, oh, it's cool again.
She said
Pathological liar?
yeah, something was up. It was like chaotic energy. It was scary. But
Super
Marcos
scary.
tackled her straight on.
Yeah.
What'd
Really?
you do?
Like Oklahoma?
Kind of just shut her down pretty much.
What?
She was like
What?
I think I warranted. I think I started getting her to heckle.
Yeah.
Something like that. I don't remember what I told her, but I remember saying like she must be a hassle to fuck. Like you must pull out a scroll to fuck or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I just went in on her about
Uh-huh.
shit to the point where she wanted to keep going back and forth. But like I said something to her and it just shut her down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just took an awkward situation. I got told it's an awkward situation, and I just put gas on it and let it fucking keep burning.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's what I missed
kind
that.
of closed her down.
That's sick.
That's my favorite thing is when a heckler tries to like come at me, and I'm especially not even like against anything. I love doing it to guys too, but when it's a chick who's like trying to get on you, like one up you and prove a point to everybody in the room, and I close them down, I'm like, bitch, what do you think you're gonna? What do you think's gonna happen?
just
Wait, hold on. Wait, sidebar though. Do you ever get hecklers like that?
Nope.
Do you ever get hecklers like that?
Rarely, no.
I've never gotten a heckler.
Why do I get them?
Because you invite them.
Yeah. You welcome that energy.
Because you come in, you come in and you want it.
Because I want.
Julian, you get it a little sometimes too. Like from women, like in the crowd sometimes. I
But
feel
I've
like,
gotten it once.
But you
not
always,
not like that, but you get it from women sometimes.
But
you
yeah.
know.
But
all
you,
the time.
I feel like you go in the direction of like let's reason together versus I go in the direction of like bitch take this L.
You see, there was one, but remember the chick in Slow? She's all. It sounds like you're mansplaining superheroes to us. I go, yep, you're finally catching on, baby. And then finally, and then just right back to it though. You know?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to. I don't shut the fuck up. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
But you want the back and forth.
Yeah, because I want them to
Because you're
talk
quickly
themselves.
becoming the greatest crowd working comedian in the Central Valley.
I want them to get to the point where they start saying ridiculous shit to try to prove a point.
Just shut the fuck
I
up.
think it's just
you know?
like no, because Marcos's crowd work is really aggressive. Always,
Yes,
it's
like
never.
yeah.
It's mean.
It's never
like,
nice.
And it's
Yeah.
a slow burn.
I'll tell you
It's,
what, though,
it's
a lot of
insulting.
fun.
It's a slow burn.
It's
Yeah.
a lot of fun when it's going well, but when it's not, you feel it. Like when you called the only audience members in the back the fat chicks, you said, "Why can't your stomachs hide?" or something.
Yeah.
And that night where it was just only those chicks and the guys next to
Nah,
him.
It was better than that. I remember
That
it,
was
Marcos,
Stevie's
because
friends,
it
right?
was hilarious. You said all the guys in here have jeans with holes in them, and the girls don't have any holes in their jeans, just their stomachs. And I went, "Ow, ow!"
Like that was unwarranted.
Like, why are they catching strays? Like,
Yeah,
why do
that
people have to
was
catch strays
deserved.
at your comedy
Like they're
shows?
sitting in the
Like,
back. They're
they
like,
had
we're
that
never going there again.
coming.
That's the point. Is like, quit sitting in the back. I wouldn't have fucked with you if you were in the front.
I think you said
I
that
think
too.
you
You,
would've.
told them
Yeah.
to sit in the front.
I did. I was like, if you,
You
sit
told
in
them
the front,
sit
I
in
ain't
the
gonna fuck
front,
with
and
you.
then you went, "Fuck this." Were you there? It was hilarious. Marcos went, "Turn on the lights," and
Yeah,
I was
lights.
like,
Yeah.
It was a
You could
Sunday.
see everybody.
Yeah.
There.
God.
Yeah, like I tried to crowd. We weren't there. I tried to crowd work in Long Beach, and it wasn't going well, so I had to pivot,
And do material.
like hard pivot.
Seeing it happen was so funny. Seeing it just, he's like, I bet when these chicks fuck it, like, it smells like a Cinnabon.
Cricket. Hey, and the best was, hey, Anthony goes out to smoke a cigarette. He's, I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette. And he goes and he comes back. And he goes, "How's he doing? Did he win him back?" I go, "Yeah, he started doing material."
It was those weird things where I've never had to do that during a set. To where I had
Material?
to, where I had to pivot in the middle of my shit and like, all right, let me start doing actual shit. now.
It was good, dude.
It was a weird. Like I hated having to do
That
that.
was, hey,
It's like you were doing run plays and they just kept getting stopped. You just kept doing them. You're like, can you just throw a pass?
Yeah, that's what it felt like. Yeah. That's what it felt like. I was like, trying to
They see
shoot.
the run coming, dog. Can you throw a
Yeah.
pass?
One of them was good, and I felt like it went over their head when I said the TV in this room has never seen 9/11, and nobody got it. I was like, you motherfuckers.
You know who I saw the other day?
I don't get it.
I watched a ton
Like
of.
it's
after-
old.
It's an
Yeah,
old
okay.
TV.
Oh, that's what I thought. I thought it was more complex than
Like,
that.
because it's like never been on
Yeah.
since before 9/11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the last time I got turned on was before 9/11 2001.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see it.
I watched a lot of Ian Bag these last 3 days, and I see him deal with crowd members that just sit there with their arms crossed and don't say anything, and he takes them. Just he keeps going until they laugh,
Yeah.
like the whole time. It was funny because Ian Bag at our show, when he was pointing at what's the guy that does our artwork and stuff like that?
Carson.
Carson.
Called him a fucking 3-year-old.
His mom wasn't laughing, and he just went at his mom for 15 minutes and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And he goes, "Is that your baby?" Blah, blah, and then murdered. And it was so cool because if you go on YouTube right now, you see a lot of Ian Bag shit where he just finds people in the crowd that are having a tough time, and he just derails them at the best of his ability in front of like thousands of people, which is even crazier.
Marcos thinks the same thing, but he literally wants to derail them from the seat. Like he wants to get them out of their seat and not have them ever want to come back.
Yeah, and up onto the stage and fight him.
Honestly, that would be just as entertaining.
It'd go viral.
Oh yeah, it would.
I don't think I'll get someone to that point.
Yes, you will.
It's because you're big.
I don't
Yeah,
think
it's
you're a
because you're
good
big
comedian.
and aggressive.
Yeah. It's like, he might fuck me up. Babe, shut the fuck up, all right? Like, that's, you know,
got
babe,
told-
shut the fuck
I
up.
got told today by you and your cousin or your nephew. It was like, dude, you're built like a solid wall.
Oh yeah, dude. We played football today, and I had to do a lot of juking. I couldn't get past because he's just so wide. Like in
You should
You
just
know.
took out his legs, dude. One chop
Well,
block.
he
Hey,
was
one
on
fucking chop
offense.
block. One chop block. One chop block.
He was on offense, and then his was it Jesse, right?
yeah, even Eddie said it too. Eddie,
Yeah, I was like, Jesus Christ, you're built like a wall.
You are, dude.
Yeah.
You built like a
'Cause I'm
rhinoceros.
Just
and he's kind of
going.
fast, and he has some speed.
Yeah.
God, I so wish I could have played with you guys.
Could have used you in the red zone.
Would have been fun, dude.
Could have used you.
Could
in
have
the
used a
red zone.
tall guy.
On the middle school, I fuck shit up when they let me play football with them every once in a while.
Do you throw or catch?
I'm terrible at throwing.
I'll throw that ass back, but
Uh,
I don't know if I've said this story before, but I'll never forget. On the basketball team, I wanted to get more nimble. Is what my coach told me. I said I had to be like get lower and faster, changing in direction and stuff like that, because that was my biggest flaw. So he encouraged me to start going to the football practices, and I got there, and I didn't know if it was corny to like put on 2 ankle braces. Like most of them were like putting like their shoe and not even tying them because they didn't give that much fucks.
Let's practice.
And then I was like ankle brace, knee pad, cleat straight off the Big 5 shelf. And I'm like, all right, let's do it. And I forgot the stretch. And there you go, let's just run a route. And then I ran a route and I pulled both my quads at once at the same time, and I couldn't play sports for 7 days. I strained both of them immediately, and I left not even one run into the football practice, and they made me go home. It was so embarrassing. But other than that,
so how do we play a real man sport?
Your legs feel like there's cake dough just in like a bag.
I genuinely think it's microwave meals, because I'm starting to talk to all these other people, and no one eats microwave meals at the capacity I do.
No.
Yeah,
yeah, they're going
disgusting.
straight to your thighs, dog.
I eat 2 a day.
Like Squidward.
Yeah, you're like Squidward eating all those Krabby Patties.
I eat. Great joke, guys.
Damn, they jiggle too, dog. Like,
I know.
doing-
He's all my money.
The part that I'm frustrated about is that now that when I stand up, and if I flex my legs as hard as I can, they're still squishy. That goes all the way through until you feel the muscle.
Yeah, versus my legs are solid. I got rocks, dude.
Yeah, well, I'm solid on top. Like, if I flex, that's solid as walk. But you literally can keep going until you finally hit muscle.
Put a finger in your ass.
There's so much fat on the back of my leg.
The whole time you're poking it, just put it up your ass.
Yeah.
Just put a finger in your ass.
Oh my
Hey, where's your
Oh
kazoo?
my
Let's play a
God.
song and close this out.
Yeah, play us out with
Pomp and Circumstance.
play Blink or not Blink. Play Linkin Park.
No, the graduation song.
Dun, dun, dun.
Do the Linkin Park
Not the
song.
graduation song?
No.
Do
Wait, how's it? Da-na-na.
What I've done.
Hey, Don't Stop Believing. Don't Stop Believing by Journey.
Yeah. No, but you have to start from the top.
That's
Just a small town.
That was Ice Spice. Did you hear it?
All right, start with Journey and then we'll sing to it. But you have to start from the top.
the fans love when we sing along to stuff,
Yeah.
dude. They love it.
Do what is it? Hot cross buns. Hot
Cross
No, no, hey, do Frere Jacques, and then we'll start after.
No, can you do Looking Glass by Ghosts? Bye.